Hey guys, welcome to episode 3. If you haven't seen episode 1 or 2, make sure you go back, check those ones out. We're just here in the Full Draw Shipping Center, also my garage, packing orders for all the stuff you guys purchased to enter the giveaways. Every $20 you spend on our website, on our gear, you get entered for over $75,000 in prizes. Just packaging, we got couple new designs this year. The September Widow for all the ladies that get left at home. Guys, you can get your wife this one, it's pretty popular. We've got our new vegan free with the elk. Let's see, also another popular one is the bow hiking Sasquatch. Lots of us like bow hiking instead of hunting or partake in it. But got some new hat styles too. New elk patch and a sweet rubber patch with a mule deer on it. Anyway, yeah, go check out the website, get entered for the giveaways. Tonight we've got 2 feature films for you again. First filmmakers are Built for the Hunt and their film To Hell and Back. The second film is from Inkline Productions. They got a good assist from Top Priority Productions. Boys helped them out. And that film, Made for Mooney. 2 great films tonight, so enjoy.
America's food supply chain seeing signs of trouble. Beef, pork, poultry, and even fish processing plants in nearly a dozen states forced to close.
I'm Jeff Moraine. This is
Caleb Barhill.
All right, this was my cameraman for the film. This is the big bull that we pulled out of Idaho and on the public land hunt. And Built for the Hunt is the name of the company, and we're primarily like online retailer based, but we do a lot of like hunts and filming events and sponsoring a bunch of events. We're actually here at an archery shoot. We like to film the hunts that we kind of preach about, and we like to put ourselves through misery, basically, which is what you guys will get to see on the film here coming up. And yeah, I put this guy through a nightmare on a 7-day hunt. I think.
Fun.
Well, 9 days.
Give me your brief overview on what it was like hunting Jeff Moraine in Idaho.
Non-stop, we kept going, even though it was rain, snow, fog, sleet, anything. We kept going no matter what. I think we 12, 15 miles a day, right around that, on an average. So up.
You expected? How's it?
It was up and down. Literally, it's straight up and down. So we almost fell a couple times, you know. But
he cried to his mom once.
Oh, I did not cry. I said, well, if our moms seen what we were doing, they would have a stroke.
Oh, that's right, because I was taking him up the side of a cliff that we probably shouldn't have been climbing up.
It was wet.
It wasn't safe, and that's why I have life insurance. And Caleb was like, dude, if our moms knew we were doing this, like, they would kill us. And I mean, you know, you think about it, and it's probably true. So this is the film for our 2019 archery elk hunt in Idaho, our over-the-counter tag, To Hell and Back. So
you can find us on YouTube at Built for the Hunt on some of our new hunting adventures in the coming years. Appreciate you tuning in and enjoy the film.
Cows haven't kicked in yet. There's no reason there should be 4 cows standing there without. At least a satellite or something smaller than that. There's 2 or 3 bulls right there, so either they're still running a pecking order or something weird's going on. The big bulls should have their cows. But I don't know, they're down in here. They're gonna go one of the 2 ways. There was not a single point in the whole year in which I thought that I was actually going to make that hunt. I tried to envision everything I could, but the way that my life had gone, I didn't think there was any way that I would be there. Life had kicked me in the teeth and put me on my knees, and I was going to find a way out of it. And if it was going to happen, it was going to happen from this hunt. It's wet, it's cold, it's a pain. The elk are acting kind of funny. I haven't seen, it doesn't look like cows have kicked into heat yet like they normally would, so bulls are by themselves from what we can tell. The elk that we were glassing up last night were down around like 5,200 feet, and we're at 8,000, so it's quite a drop to get down to them. I do have a couple places in mind that we're going to go into right now, but from my normal spot we packed in 6 miles to get to the spike camp, and then we're going to go probably 4 to 5 miles from here today. So if we put one down, we'll actually stay out with them. We'll throw a tarp up and campfire and sleep with the animal, so it'll be something new for Caleb here. But let's go do it, buddy. And I remember how hard that hunt was, because I hate the rain, I hate the terrain's rough. That's not a place for the faint of heart. But I wanted to challenge myself and go back to where I'd never been before, and to go through. The harder I was going to make it, if I could get through it, then I could find my way. A little bit discouraging, mostly because of the weather. And normally, it's kind of weird. Normally I see elk from the far side. I'll see elk up this high or just slightly below it, all on the back side of this rim over here and deep where we went last night. But we dropped from 7,600 feet down to 6,000 feet last night, and like the elk are still farther down in there. So we're having to switch plans a little bit. We're gonna pack back out and head back around to base camp. We're seeing a lot of bears up high, but not a lot of elk sign, not a lot of anything else. So we're just gonna drop down to them. Hopefully pull one out by the end of the weekend. So, good times. So this is a 0%. He's right underneath us. So we had 2 bulls right underneath us, at least 2. But we decided to drop down in here. We're down at like 5,800 feet. And we only came down here because the forecast said 0% chance of rain, partly cloudy. We haven't seen the sun in an hour and it's been raining the whole time. The bull's probably 1,000 feet below us. Maybe a little bit less, but they're moving up. They're feeding through the tree line, so we have to get into the trees. Down underneath this is just not gonna be, it's not gonna be easy, but. Let's go, buddy.
Those hunts to me are, it's more than just about like hunting. Yeah, it's a competition, yeah, it's hunting, and if I harvest an animal, great. But it's more about the escape and the lessons that you can learn when you're out there and how difficult it can be and how much of a mental like struggle that you have to go through when you're out there on those hunts.
He had a handful of cows, I don't know how many. A good 6 I would have shot. Just didn't give me a shot. I was way down here, soaking wet. No idea how to get out. It's just the joys of elk hunting in this canyon, this mess. Just gonna not bugle because he knows he's not huge, so he's not going to challenge. Not with his cows. No satellite bull. See, he's laughing at me. They love to laugh at me. It's alright. I'll get him tomorrow. Sneak up on him. We just want to get in tight, and they may
Sometimes you have to like see it to believe it, like in your head, and believe that you're going to make it, and believe that this is what's going to happen. And I had envisioned everything that was going to happen on the hunt multiple times, all the way down to the shot.
He's moving left. Hey, right to left like this. Coming.
With everything that took place and the luck that I had to get to, or the luck that I needed that happened just to be able to make my hunt, that I felt like I was going to be able to stand up, and that this was going to be like the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one all at the same time. When you go through something like that and you find your way through it, and especially on times where you don't think that you're going to make it out, when you get to the top, there's like a sense of relief and sense of accomplishment that, you know what, if I can make it through something like that, then I can get through anything.
This is a dream hunt of mine that I have waited for my whole entire life. Hunting for coastal brown bear in some of the most beautiful country I've ever seen. Now the game plan for this week is to hunt the streams. The salmon are in, they're charging upstream to spawn, and the bears are obviously concentrating on feeding for the winter.
We don't know if it's a shooter, we don't know if it's a sow. We just got a glimpse of fur, so we just need him to walk this way. We have been in the bears from the very beginning this afternoon. Mostly what we've seen today have been sows with cubs or lone sows. She got within 25 yards. And I absolutely love watching these bears work. It's the coolest thing in the world, but it's been happening too often. We keep running into sows and cubs. We need a big boar to do this, and we'd be right in the sweet spot. I think that's it again for tonight. The rain's starting to come down pretty heavy, and I know we're out of camera light, so it was pretty exciting. Probably the most exciting night for me. I had that sow within 25 yards. Got the heart pumping a little bit, but we're here for a boar. So we gotta find one. We got a few days left. But I think we're gonna be in for a ride because pretty nasty weather's on its way. I think this is just the beginning. Just gotta cross our fingers at this point.
Well, the weather we were expecting is finally here. What could screw us up is these rivers rising. I mean, all of this water is going to run off these mountains and they just drain down into these rivers and streams, and man, if it rains enough, it could raise the level of the river by 3, 4, 5 feet and just make it impossible to hunt. Obviously no fish will be coming through and the bears won't be able to fish, so we're gonna see what happens. This is supposed to set in for the next 4 or 5 days, steady rain. Every day it's gonna get worse and worse, so we're just gonna give it our best shot. At last light, Zach looked at me, he gave me the sign, it was over, and I begged him, just give me 5 more minutes. It wasn't 4 minutes later that something caught my eye.
Watch yourself.
Yes. That was absolutely incredible. That is a dream come true for me. I have always wanted to kill a brown bear with a bow. And I think I just did it.
This is an absolute dream come true. I mean, there is absolutely nothing better than a vessel-based bear hunt. I've done it twice. I've been lucky enough to harvest a big black bear this spring with Scott, and now here I'm back again to make a dream come true with a coastal brown bear. I'm not sure there's anything more exciting than hunting brown bear while the salmon are spawning, running upstream on Baranoff Island. Alaska Raven Guides, if you've never done a vessel-based bear hunt before, that's something that needs to be on your bucket list.
All right, got something.
What you got?
Right by that rock.
Dude, that whole hillside is rocks.
Yeah, but the rock with the green bush next to it. The more green bush than the gray bush.
Oh, dude, that's not a deer. That's the Vortex package for the Full Draw Film Tour giveaway.
Yeah, let's make a stock on it.
Dude, you just get your phone out and log on to Full Draw Film Tour. For every $20 we spend on merchandise, you'll get 1 entry.
So for 20 bucks, I can win all of that.
Well, you can win one of those, or some Razor HD 10x42 binos, spotting scope, or their 4000 rangefinder.
So,
just get your phone out.
Yeah, that's way easier than hiking all the way over there.
Yeah.
going, everybody? Glad to be on the Full Draw Film Tour 2020. Finally, after all this COVID stuff, we can enjoy some films. Appreciate everyone, all the fans being patient, and the Full Draw guys for making all this happen and allowing some of the tour to happen. So shout out to everyone there. We are Inkline. My name's Quinn Klein.
I'm Brent McGurr.
And Inkline as a company is relatively new. We just started an Instagram a couple weeks ago. It's at Inkline Productions. We'd love it if you could give us a follow. That's where all of our future videos will be posted, and updates on our YouTube channel as well. So at Inkline Productions, we'd appreciate a follow. Like I said, we're relatively new, and this project, Made for Mooney, was our first real project. It's one of those projects that is super close to our hearts. A dear friend of ours passed away at the beginning of 2019. And he had a similar goal of making the Full Draw Film Tour, so we kind of set our sights on filming a hunt in honor of Cody to enter in the Full Draw Film Tour. And this was not done alone. We had so many people help us along the way, and we would not be sitting here today if it wasn't for the generosity of tons of people that put us in this position. The irony of this entire experience is just unbelievable. I won the bow that I killed this bull with at a Full Draw Film Tour event 2 years ago. And we found out that we made the Full Draw Film Tour this year on the exact day a year that Cody passed away. So just the emotions in this entire process and experience is unbelievable. We're truly proud of this film, but we're more proud to show you guys the kind of person that Cody Mooney was, and we're proud to honor him in that way. Like I said, we're just really blessed, and this is truly a dream come true. Cody, this one's for you. We did it. It's day 16, and very humbled and blessed to have this bull. 16 days in the backcountry is a lot to ask of anyone. I'd like to first thank my cameraman and friend Brent for offering up his OTC tag until we got this dream complete. We set out to complete this dream in March. A buddy of ours passed away, and he was an avid elk hunter. There's a lot to be learned from him. But when he passed away, I knew we needed to do something special. We'd always wanted to be on the Full Draw Film Tour. Excuse me. So not only did we do this, we filmed the whole thing. We don't have any sponsors. We bought all the camera gear ourselves, and everyone who films knows it's not cheap. And then, we don't have a professional cameraman, so we learned a lot along the way, and a lot of missed opportunities came because of the camera. But we sit here today, blessed with the bull, and completed a dream. As I put my gear away for the last time this year, I'm reminded of a hunt that forever changed my life. It started with Cody Mooney. I met him through a mutual friend, James Carlson, at work. And he's like, hey, you'd really get along with my friend Cody. He's this archery backpack hunter, and he loves the bow hunt. He's a great elk caller. And I started talking to Cody, and I found out after not very much time that this dude's the real deal. As soon as the 2018 season got over, we were like, okay, enough is enough. We're gonna break ties with everything, and me and you are hunting together this year. 2019 is gonna be the year that me and you do this together and fulfill this dream. I need someone dedicated to take the time off. I need someone that's selfless enough to film me, and I will do the same for you. You kill a bull, I kill a bull. This was our year to make our dreams come true, and that dream was to be featured on Full Draw Film Tour. And that's when it all started. So we picked a unit together. We had picked a set date. Cody could take 3 weeks off and I could take 3 weeks off. And we would just do this hunt and make our dreams come true, and everything was fine. Well, in February, I got a phone call from Cody saying, hey, I have this brain tumor. And it's like, okay, well, we're 25 years old and you're 32. How serious could this brain tumor be? Like, you know, we're gonna have surgery and everything's gonna be fine, and this hunt will progress as it will. He went through the surgery just fine, and Cody texted us, said he was having complications after his surgery, and me and James sat right here and sent him a video saying how everything was gonna be fine, and you're the toughest dude we know, and you better shape up because elk season's coming quickly. And text me and James that next morning, and everything was fine. I went back to work, and James texted me at work, and he said Cody didn't make it. And I texted James back, and I'll never forget it. I texted James back, and I said, "You're kidding." And he said, "Why would I kid about something like that?" And it hit you hard, because all of a sudden that elk hunt that you were trying to plan out doesn't seem so important anymore, and all the time away from home kind of seems like you should have been there. And a family of 5 kids and a wife going without a dad that they should have had it's almost unbearable to think about, and especially a dad like that. And we went to Cody's funeral. All I could think about was his family, how they're going to go without this world-class role model and outdoorsman and husband and first responder and just everything you can ask for in a person. And we got home. I grabbed my arrow right then and I wrote on it, "Full Draw Film Tour 2019, Cody Mooney." Because as bad as I wanted to feel for myself and for his family and for the situation that happened, this hunt had to go on. This hunt was meant to be, whether Cody was there physically or spiritually like he was. There was a small window of moment that I just realized that this is my motivation, this is my excuse. 2017, 2018, I made excuses why I couldn't film a hunt, why I didn't have the guy dedicated, I didn't have a filmer, I didn't have a caller, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. I made excuses why I didn't make this dream come true. And 2019, Cody Mooney was going to do it for me whether he was there or not there. So it's 7:15 on the 4th of September. We're heading up to Elk Camp, Colorado. We all had to work today, and it's a long drive to the trailhead, so we're going to drive all night and see how we feel, but we'll be hunting tomorrow. We got a couple hours sleep, now we're up. We got it all packed up and we're hitting the trailhead, so we got about 5 miles. I got some cameras up there, so check it out and see what we got going. It's like 3:30. We finally got into this where these 4 or 5 drainages come together, and I let out 2 cow calls. And on the other side of the basin over here, we got a good bugle back. And the first bugle of the year, baby. I'm excited. That bull hung around after their last clip. And so we chased him over here, called him in again to 42 yards. All I could see was his head, so he went off. Didn't wind us or nothing. We heard another bull bugle down here, so we chased him. Played cat and mouse with him, so 3 bulls tonight, 2 of them under 40 yards. For a slow start, it was a freaking awesome day. Woke up in our tents this morning to a bugle right across from camp. Chased him all the way down to the next ridge and called him into 40 yards. And again, no shot. Big 6-point bull. We got his cows on film, but he kind of cut across in front of me, blocking the camera of him. So we're kind of stuck in this drainage where the river is blowing out our sound. So we're gonna get back up here a little ways and then try to get some elevation and hunt the rest of the day back here. It looks really good. Well, there's some dinner, I guess, but I lost another arrow. All right, so according to Onyx, we've done about 8.5 miles today. And we have seen no sign or heard no bugles or anything, but we had just come across our first sign and things are looking up. Looks fresh. There's no elk up here. Right there. We got a big bull torqued off in the bottom almost need to go. Yeah, and get on the other side. They're moving. That sounded like the big guy, didn't it? All right, it's day 10. It's noon. We got into the bulls right at first light this morning. Dipped down in this big canyon, and every time we get close to one, they'd push their cows off. So, but we know there's anywhere from 4 to 6 or 7 different bulls in here. I think we need more patience between the games and the stacks. I don't think there's enough in the world to keep us satisfied. Been watching a meadow for the last 5.5 hours, and feels like the last 5.5 days. Do you think possibly some elk would make this go by faster?
Potentially.
Alright, so it's the morning of day 12. It's about 10 o'clock. It's the 19th of September. We glassed a bull up above tree line this morning. Came pretty much 3 miles uphill to him. Got right in his wheelhouse, and it just didn't work out. We got really close. We saw him. He's a good bull. Like 100 yards. Then after that was great. There's another spike. Heard a bugle, got in position on a 7x6, over 330, probably close to 340. He was alone and aggressive. There was a spike came up, he chased it off. He was answering every bugle. We made a great move, got in a good position. He started coming to us, then he just decided that he wanted nothing to do with us, so we bedded him in probably the nastiest canyon that we've been into in the last 15, 16 days of hunting. So we're gonna give it everything we got on him tonight. And if that doesn't work, I really don't know what we're gonna do. We're trying to pull ourselves out from the dumps, and I've never been tried so hard on a hunt before, physically and mentally. When we get the right bull to play our script, that's the bull we're going to kill. And on that 17th morning, that bull came into the most perfect shooting lane. I knew finally, like, a warmth came over my body, like this was the perfect scenario.
Oh my God. Oh, he did.
Still don't know where I went wrong. I feel so damn lost, confused every day. I hope I find you. I hope I find you.
We were going in there to kill a big bull, but when we killed the right bull, that bull might as well have been 400 inches because it was the perfect scenario to cap off our already perfect story and to salute Cody. There couldn't have been a better pinnacle to my hunting career. Cody's he was a great guy. He's a father, a husband, a man of God, a first responder, and an elk hunter. And I'm blessed to know him. Cody, this one's for you. The first thing we do is call home, tell them how excited we are, and the second thing I did was I contacted Cody's wife, and I told her that we made a dream come true, and we made it for Mooney. And 20 minutes later, his parents DM'd me on Instagram and told me that if Cody was here today, he'd be dancing right now. And then getting home and realizing that getting the bull on film was pretty simple compared to some of the other stuff. We don't have a computer, we don't have an editing software, we don't have the, the artistry image to make this film come to full circle, and then going outside of our comfort zone and being that person to contact people that you've watched on YouTube for years, and then to have Justin and Garrett respond in the fashion that they did with open arms saying, tell us what we can do to help you, and we have this image behind it and we want to make this thing come full circle, and we are your guys. It couldn't be more perfect, and I couldn't think of a better way to end this. It's like reliving the entire hunt all over again, and it's life-changing. It's truly a dream come true.
Outfitters for Hope is a nonprofit organization that grants hunting and fishing wishes for children with life-threatening illness, as well as the children of fallen heroes. Founded in 2019, our volunteer base recognized that the need simply exceeds the resources. Our name may sound new, but our experience is far from it. Many of us have been guiding children with life-threatening illness for more than a decade. Thanks to the effort of volunteers and the generous support of outdoor industry leaders, we have established a network of outreach in nearly every region of the country. With this support, our representation in hospitals across the country is rapidly growing. Our experience has shown that there is an amazing healing power in the gift of hope. We feel passionately that this gift should be made available to each and every child who is facing such unexpected life circumstances. Our commitment to the children of fallen heroes is a privileged opportunity to pay honor and respect to the men and women that have sacrificed themselves in service to our nation. With many first responders in our founding corps, it's our heart to provide an opportunity to pass on the rich traditions of hunting and fishing to the next generation. Whether through illness or life circumstances, we recognize the courage and commitment that these families and their kids exemplify. We may never know what it truly means to endure such unexpected hardship, but these children walk out the definition of endurance in ways many of us will never know. We give, we pray, we endure because of them. The testimony of their sheer will and strength is what inspires us to push on, and the overflow of their infectious joy fills our souls. It is through these children, in the midst of their struggles, that the hope of God's grace is revealed to us all.
Couldn't be more proud of CJ. I mean, he means the world to me, and I couldn't ask for a better son. Absolutely. You know it, right?
Your support of Outfitters for Hope is giving so much more than a dream come true. For children who have endured today but live uncertain of what awaits tomorrow, we give real, tangible hope. We give them a reason to push through the next treatment, the next steps. It's their reason, specific to their passion, their personality, and the desire of their heart. For those whom God has blessed with the ability to give, let us embrace these children as though they are our very own. Together, we are changing lives one family and one child at a time. On behalf of all of us at Outfitters for Hope, thank you for your generosity, your support, and your faithful prayers.
Hey guys, just wanted to emphasize again, the charity of choice for the year is Outfitters for Hope. As a new charity, we want to help them out and raise some funds. They've got some great plans to take children with life-threatening illnesses and also kids of fallen heroes on hunting and fishing trips. We're going to help them out by doing the raffle. We got two cool prizes from South Cox and Joel Pilcher. Here's a couple videos of those guys explaining the details.
This is South Cox with Stalker Stick Bows. I'm proud to again be partnering with the Full Draw Film Tour to raffle off another bow, this time benefiting Outfitters for Hope. This year's bow is a Coyote FXT. The riser is Chechen and curly mango with mosaic accent stripes separating the two woods. The veneers are curly mango from Hawaii, finished out with claro walnut on the tips. It is a 62-inch bow with static recurve limbs, 51 pounds at 28 inches. If the bow specs do not fit you, or you're left-handed, worry not. We'll swap out the limbs or build you a left-handed riser so that you'll end up with a bow that you can take into the field and make memories with, hopefully making an entry for a future Full Draw Film Tour show. Good luck in the raffle and enjoy this year's film tour lineup.
Hey everybody, my name is Joel Pilcher. I'm a wildlife artist and I want to tell you a little bit about a really cool project that I'm working on with Full Draw Film Tour. We're going to be raffling off an original work of art created by me, and the proceeds from the raffle are going to go to a charitable group called Outfitters for Hope. Now the way this raffle is going to work is you'll be able to buy raffle tickets online, and then I'll be in contact with the winner of the raffle, and the winner will have the opportunity to choose a species of their choice or an animal of their choice for me to draw. Whether it's an elk or a bison or a caribou or mountain lion or a grizzly bear, whatever the winner wants. I'll work with them, we'll create a composition, and I'll draw that animal. It'll be done in charcoal on canvas, similar to this one behind me here. It'll be on a 24 by 36 canvas, and I'll create that piece, finish it off, and then we'll ship it off to the winner. And like I said, the proceeds will go to Outfitters for Hope. So I'm looking forward to this project. It should be a lot of fun, and we appreciate your support. Thanks.
It's a couple awesome prizes again from Joel and South. Make sure you get entered by using the scan code that's on the screen, or click the link in the description below. Also, we're about to wrap it up, so jump on our YouTube live Q&A with Built for the Hunt and Inkline Productions. Ask those guys a question. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night. It's the last episode, episode 4. All right, guys, see you tomorrow.